Hello there, and welcome to the Scientist Sleepy. Tonight, we embark on a gentle, quiet exploration of the natural world, a vast and wondrous tapestry woven with countless sleepy facts. We will drift through the whispers of the ocean, the silent conversations of trees, and the cosmic ballet of stars, all designed to invite a profound sense of peace and wonder. Our journey is not about rapid discovery, but about slow, deliberate understanding, allowing the sheer majesty of these phenomena to wash over you, easing the burdens of the day. Prepare to be soothed by the profound, the extraordinary, and the surprisingly simple truths that govern our existence. Let us begin our drift. The ocean's whisper holds ancient secrets. Beneath the shimmering, restless surface of our planet lies a realm of immeasurable depth and profound mystery, a liquid universe that cradles the very origins of life. The ocean, covering over 70% of the Earth's surface, is not merely a vast body of water. It is a living, breathing entity, a colossal archive holding secrets that predate our own existence by billions of years. Its depths are a testament to time, a place where geological processes unfold at a glacial pace, and where the echoes of Earth's earliest moments are preserved. Think of the ocean floor, not as a static seabed, but as a dynamic canvas where tectonic plates grind and shift, creating mountain ranges and abyssal plains that dwarf anything on land. These underwater landscapes are sculpted by forces that have been at play since the planet's formation, a slow, majestic ballet of immense power. The very water itself is a conduit of history. Dissolved within it are minerals and chemical signatures that tell a story of ancient oceans, of early atmospheric conditions, and of the very first self-replicating molecules. As water circulates through the Earth's crust via hydrothermal vents, it picks up dissolved elements, carrying them back to the ocean and depositing them over eons, creating unique geological formations and chemical environments. These vents, often found in the deepest, darkest parts of the ocean, are like windows into the Earth's interior, spewing superheated, mineral-rich fluids that support entire ecosystems entirely independent of sunlight. The chemistry at these vents is thought to be remarkably similar to the conditions under which life is believed to have first emerged on Earth, suggesting that the ocean may indeed be the cradle of all life. Furthermore, the ocean's immense pressure and its relative isolation from the surface world have allowed for the preservation of incredibly ancient biological and geological records. Sediments on the ocean floor accumulate layer by layer, each stratum a chronological marker, a silent testament to the passage of time. Within these layers, scientists can find fossilized remains of ancient marine organisms, evidence of past climate shifts, and even remnants of extraterrestrial material that has fallen from space over millennia. These deep-sea sediments are like pages in a planetary diary, offering unparalleled insights into Earth's long and complex history. The sheer volume of water also acts as a buffer, moderating climate and absorbing carbon dioxide, playing a crucial role in regulating the planet's environment over vast timescales. The slow circulation patterns within the ocean, driven by temperature and salinity differences, can take centuries to complete, meaning that water currently at the surface may have originated from the deep ocean, carrying with it ancient dissolved substances and thermal signatures. This constant, slow churning ensures that the ocean remains a repository of the past, a place where time itself seems to move at a different, more deliberate pace. The ocean's whisper, in its vast, silent depths, is the enduring hum of Earth's ancient heart. The slow dance of mountains shapes our world. Imagine, for a moment, the immense, silent power that has sculpted the very ground beneath your feet. Mountains, those majestic sentinels of our planet, are not static monuments, but rather dynamic participants in a slow geological ballet that unfolds over eons. Their creation is a testament to the Earth's internal energy, a constant, restless churning of molten rock and tectonic plates. This process, known as plate tectonics, is the primary architect of our mountain ranges. The Earth's outer shell, the lithosphere, is broken into several large and small plates that float on the semi-fluid asthenosphere beneath. Where these plates collide, the immense forces involved cause the crust to buckle, fold, and uplift, gradually building the towering peaks we admire. Think of it like two colossal rugs being pushed together. The fabric wrinkles and rises in the middle. This is precisely what happens with continental plates. When two continental plates converge, neither can easily subduct beneath the other because they are both relatively buoyant. Instead, they crumple and compress, pushing rock upwards for hundreds, even thousands of kilometers. The Himalayas, for instance, are a prime example of this colossal collision, a direct result of the Indian plate grinding its way into the Eurasian plate. The sheer scale of this geological pressure is almost incomprehensible, capable of lifting rock to heights that pierce the clouds. But mountain building isn't just about collision. It can also occur when an oceanic plate dives beneath a continental plate. In this scenario, known as subduction, the denser oceanic plate sinks into the mantle, and as it does, it drags some of the overlying continental crust with it. This process can lead to the formation of volcanic mountain ranges, like the Andes, where molten rock from the subducting plate rises to the surface, erupting and accumulating to form volcanoes that eventually become mountains. Even the seemingly stable landmasses are subject to these slow, inexorable forces. Erosion, the relentless work of wind, water, and ice, then takes over, gradually wearing down these monumental structures. Rivers carve canyons, glaciers carve valleys, and wind sculpts the exposed rock, transforming the sharp, jagged peaks into the more rounded, weathered forms we often see. This interplay between uplift and erosion is a continuous cycle, a constant reshaping of the Earth's surface. Over millions of years, mountains rise, are worn down, and sometimes, due to renewed tectonic activity, begin to rise again. The very shape and distribution of mountain ranges have profound implications for our planet's climate and ecosystems. They act as barriers, influencing weather patterns, creating rain shadows on their leeward sides, and dictating where life can flourish. The biodiversity found on mountain slopes is often unique, adapted to the specific altitudes, temperatures, and soil conditions. From the snow-capped giants of the Himalayas to the ancient, worn peaks of the Appalachians, each mountain range tells a story of immense geological power, patient erosion, and the enduring resilience of life. They are not just geological formations. They are living landscapes, constantly evolving, breathing with the rhythm of the earth itself. In their silent rise and patient wear, mountains mirror the enduring strength and gentle transformation within us. Tiny organisms build entire ecosystems. Beneath the grand canopy of forests, across the vast expanse of oceans, and even within the seemingly barren soil beneath our feet, a silent, ceaseless revolution is underway. It is a revolution orchestrated not by titans of industry or mighty empires, but by the smallest of life forms, the microscopic organisms. Bacteria, archaea, fungi, and protists, often invisible to the naked eye, are not merely inhabitants of our world. They are its architects, its engineers, and its tireless custodians. Consider the soil, the very foundation of terrestrial life. It appears to be inert, a simple collection of dirt and rocks. Yet within a single teaspoon of healthy soil, there can exist billions of bacteria and fungi. These microorganisms are the primary decomposers, breaking down dead organic matter, fallen leaves, decaying wood, deceased animals into essential nutrients. Without them, the planet would be buried under a perpetual layer of waste, and the cycle of life would grind to a halt. Nitrogen, a crucial element for plant growth, is largely inaccessible in its atmospheric form. It is the tireless work of nitrogen-fixing bacteria, living freely in the soil or in symbiotic relationships with plant roots, that converts atmospheric nitrogen into a usable form, fueling the growth of every plant, and consequently, every animal that depends on them. Think of the oceans, covering over 70% of our planet. The vast blue appears at first glance to be a realm of large creatures, whales, sharks, schools of fish. Yet the very base of the oceanic food web is built upon microscopic phytoplankton. These single-celled algae, akin to terrestrial plants, perform photosynthesis, converting sunlight and carbon dioxide into energy and oxygen. They are the lungs of our planet, producing more than half of the oxygen we breathe. Zooplankton, tiny animals that drift in the currents, feed on phytoplankton, and they, in turn, become food for larger organisms, forming a complex and interconnected web of life that sustains entire marine ecosystems. Even in the most extreme environments where life seems impossible, microorganisms thrive. Hydrothermal vents on the ocean floor, spewing superheated, mineral-rich water, support unique ecosystems. Here, chemosynthetic bacteria, rather than using sunlight, derive energy from chemical reactions, forming the base of food chains that include bizarre tube worms, blind shrimp, and other specialized creatures. These organisms are not just surviving, they are actively shaping their environments, creating habitats, and driving biogeochemical cycles that influence the entire planet. The very air we breathe, the water we drink, and the food we eat are all intricately linked to the activities of these minuscule architects. They are the unseen hands that maintain the delicate balance of our world, the silent builders of the grand tapestry of life, reminding us that true power and influence can reside in the smallest of forms. In their unseen, ceaseless work, these tiny organisms weave the very fabric of existence. The silent language of trees connects forests. Beneath the dappled sunlight filtering through the canopy, an intricate and silent network hums with life, a testament to the profound interconnectedness of the forest. It is a language spoken not in words, but in chemical signals, fungal threads, and subtle exchanges, a communication system that has evolved over millennia, shaping the very essence of these ancient ecosystems. For a long time, we viewed trees as solitary entities, independent beings competing for sunlight and resources. But modern science, through patient observation and innovative research, has begun to unveil a far more complex and cooperative reality. At the heart of this revelation lies the mycorrhizal network, a vast, subterranean web of fungal hyphae that intimately connects the root systems of trees, often across species. These fungi, in a remarkable act of symbiosis, extend far beyond the reach of individual tree roots, acting as an extension of their vascular systems. In exchange for sugars produced by the trees through photosynthesis, the fungi provide access to water and vital nutrients, such as phosphorus and nitrogen, that would otherwise be inaccessible. But their role extends far beyond mere resource acquisition. This fungal network acts as a sophisticated communication highway, allowing trees to share information and resources. When one tree is under attack by insect pests, for instance, it can release chemical signals into the network. These signals can travel to neighboring trees, prompting them to bolster their own defenses, perhaps by producing more bitter-tasting compounds or attracting beneficial insects that prey on the pests. This wood-wide web, as it has been aptly described, allows for a collective response to threats, enhancing the resilience of the entire forest. It's not just about danger, trees also share resources. Older, established trees, often referred to as mother trees, can use the network to send sugars to young saplings struggling in the shade, ensuring their survival and contributing to the next generation of the forest. This act of generosity, of nurturing the young and vulnerable, paints a picture of a community, not just a collection of individuals. The speed and efficiency of this communication are astonishing. Signals can travel through the fungal hyphae at a pace that far surpasses our own understanding of biological communication. It's a constant, subtle exchange, a silent conversation that underpins the health and vitality of the forest. This understanding challenges our anthropocentric view of intelligence and communication, revealing that complex social behaviors and sophisticated information processing are not exclusive to animals. Trees, in their slow, deliberate way, engage in acts of cooperation, altruism, and defense, all facilitated by this hidden fungal infrastructure. The forest, therefore, is not merely a collection of trees, but a superorganism, a single, integrated entity where individual lives are interwoven and interdependent. The health of one is intrinsically linked to the health of all, a profound lesson in community and mutual support. This silent language, invisible to our eyes but palpable in the thriving life of the forest, speaks of a deep, ancient wisdom, a reminder that even in stillness, there is profound connection and vibrant existence. In the quiet embrace of the forest, a silent, interconnected consciousness thrives, a gentle reminder that even the most solitary-seeming lives are woven into a grand, supportive tapestry. The earth breathes through volcanic vents. Beneath the seemingly solid crust of our planet, a profound and constant activity unfolds, a slow geological respiration. This is not the quick, shallow breath of living beings, but a deep, ancient exhalation marked by the release of gases and molten rock from the Earth's interior through volcanic vents. These vents, ranging from the dramatic cones of stratovolcanoes to the subtle fissures in the ocean floor, are the planet's lungs, releasing pressure built up over eons. The gases escaping are a complex mixture, primarily water vapor, carbon dioxide, and sulfur dioxide, but also containing trace amounts of other elements that have been trapped within the mantle for billions of years. This outgassing is a fundamental process that has shaped our atmosphere and oceans over geological time, playing a crucial role in the very formation of life as we know it. Imagine the immense heat and pressure deep within the Earth, where rock exists in a semi-molten state, constantly churning and interacting. When this molten rock or magma finds a pathway to the surface, it can erupt, sometimes violently, sometimes with a gentle flow. But even when not erupting, volcanoes and their associated vents are constantly releasing these gases, a continuous, quiet exhalation. Hydrothermal vents, particularly prevalent on the ocean floor along mid-ocean ridges, are a prime example of this silent breathing. Here, seawater seeps into cracks in the Earth's crust, is heated by the magma below, and then re-emerges, laden with dissolved minerals and gases. These vents create unique ecosystems, supporting life forms that thrive in extreme conditions, entirely independent of sunlight, fueled by the chemical energy released from the Earth's core. The carbon dioxide released through volcanic activity, while a concern in the context of modern climate change, is also a vital component of Earth's long-term carbon cycle, a process that has regulated our planet's temperature for millennia. Without this natural outgassing, the Earth's atmosphere would be vastly different, and the conditions for life, as we understand it, might never have arisen. It's a reminder that our planet is not a static entity, but a dynamic living system, constantly evolving, constantly releasing, constantly breathing. The very air we breathe, the water we drink, the land we inhabit, all bear the indelible mark of this deep, planetary exhalation. Even seemingly dormant mountains are merely resting between breaths, their internal fires banked but not extinguished, a testament to the enduring power and relentless activity of our world's core. The release of these gases also contributes to the formation of new rock and land masses, a constant process of renewal and transformation. Think of the sheer volume of gas that has been released over billions of years. It is this continuous venting that has built our atmosphere, allowing for the evolution of complex life. The sulfur compounds released can contribute to the formation of acid rain, a natural phenomenon that, while potentially damaging in excess, also plays a role in weathering rocks and releasing essential nutrients into the soil. The study of volcanic gases provides invaluable insights into the composition and processes occurring deep within the Earth, offering a window into a realm otherwise inaccessible to us. These vents are not just geological features, they are conduits to the planet's fiery heart, revealing its ongoing creation and transformation. The slow, steady release of these gases is a fundamental aspect of planetary evolution, a testament to the immense forces at play beneath our feet. It is a process that has been occurring for as long as our planet has existed, a constant, quiet testament to the Earth's internal energy and its ongoing geological story. The very formation of mountains, the creation of new continents, all are intricately linked to this deep, internal breathing. The Earth's exhalations are the very foundation upon which our world is built, a constant reminder of its vibrant, dynamic nature. This process is so slow and vast that it often goes unnoticed, yet it is one of the most significant forces shaping our planet and its ability to sustain life. The gases released from these vents are not just inert substances. They are the building blocks of our atmosphere, the source of vital elements, and a constant reminder of the immense power that lies within our planet. The study of these vents allows scientists to understand the deep Earth processes that drive our planet's geology and climate. The consistency of this outgassing, over vast stretches of time, highlights the enduring nature of Earth's internal heat engine. It is a process that has been ongoing since the planet's formation, a continuous cycle of release and renewal. The very existence of life is, in many ways, a consequence of this planetary respiration, a testament to the intricate interplay between geological forces and biological evolution. The Earth's breath, though silent and unseen, is the very lifeblood of our world, a constant force of creation and transformation. The gentle release of gases from these vents is a powerful reminder of the planet's internal dynamism, a slow, majestic exhalation that has shaped our world for millennia. It is a process that connects the deepest parts of our planet to the air we breathe, a fundamental aspect of Earth's continuous geological narrative. The heat and chemicals released from these vents also support unique microbial communities, forming the base of complex food webs in otherwise barren environments. This constant emission is a key factor in the Earth's long-term climate regulation, a natural thermostat that has kept our planet habitable for billions of years. Even the smallest fissure, a seemingly insignificant crack in the Earth's surface, can be a point of release, contributing to this grand, planetary exhalation. The sheer scale of this process, occurring across the globe, underscores the interconnectedness of our planet's systems. The gases escaping are a direct link to the planet's formation, carrying within them the primordial materials from which Earth was born. The continuous venting of these gases is a testament to the planet's internal heat, a powerful engine that drives geological activity. It is a slow, steady process, a constant exhalation that shapes landscapes and sustains life. The volcanic vents are nature's way of releasing pent-up energy, a necessary process for maintaining the planet's equilibrium. This gentle, yet powerful, release is a fundamental part of Earth's ongoing story, a constant reminder of its vibrant, living nature. The breath of the Earth, through its volcanic vents, is a silent symphony of geological forces, a majestic exhalation that has shaped our world and continues to sustain it. The Earth's deep exhalation, through its fiery vents, paints the canvas of our existence with the very elements that sustain us. Stars ignite and fade in a cosmic ballet. Imagine, for a moment, the vast, inky canvas of the night sky. It appears at first glance to be a static, unchanging masterpiece. Yet this celestial tapestry is alive, a theater of immense cosmic drama where stars, those incandescent giants, are born, live out their luminous lives, and eventually gracefully fade. This is not a chaotic explosion, but an intricate, elegant dance, a ballet choreographed by the fundamental laws of physics across eons of time. Our sun, that familiar beacon of our days, is but one star among billions, a midlife performer in this grand, ongoing spectacle. The journey of a star begins in the cold, diffuse clouds of interstellar gas and dust, vast nebulae that drift through the galaxies. Within these nebulae, gravity, the silent architect of the cosmos, begins its work. It tugs at the wispy tendrils of matter, drawing them together. As more and more gas and dust coalesce, the core of this nascent star begins to heat up, compressing under its own immense weight. Eventually, the pressure and temperature at the core become so extreme that nuclear fusion ignites. This is the fiery birth of a star, the moment it truly comes alive, radiating light and heat into the surrounding darkness. For most of a star's life, it exists in a state of equilibrium, a delicate balance between the outward pressure of the fusion reactions in its core and the inward pull of its own gravity. This stable period, known as the main sequence, can last for millions or even billions of years, depending on the star's mass. Our sun, a relatively average star, is about halfway through its main sequence lifetime, which is expected to last for approximately 10 billion years. Smaller stars, like red dwarfs, burn much cooler and slower and can persist for trillions of years, outliving entire galaxies. Larger, more massive stars, however, burn through their fuel at an astonishing rate. Their lives are shorter but far more spectacular. When a star exhausts the hydrogen fuel in its core, its life begins to change dramatically. For stars like our sun, the core contracts and the outer layers expand, transforming the star into a red giant. This expansion can be so immense that it engulfs any planets in its immediate vicinity. After this phase, the outer layers are gently shed, forming a beautiful, glowing shell of gas called a planetary nebula. The remaining core collapses into a dense, hot remnant known as a white dwarf. Over unfathomable stretches of time, this white dwarf will slowly cool and fade, eventually becoming a cold, dark cinder known as a black dwarf, though the universe is not yet old enough for any black dwarfs to have formed. For the most massive stars, their end is far more dramatic. When their fuel runs out, their cores collapse catastrophically, triggering a titanic explosion known as a supernova. These explosions are so powerful that they can briefly outshine entire galaxies, scattering heavy elements, forged in the star's fiery heart, across the cosmos. These are the very elements that make up planets, and indeed ourselves. The remnants of these massive stars can become either incredibly dense neutron stars, or, if the star was massive enough, even black holes, objects with gravitational pull so strong that nothing, not even light, can escape. The life and death of stars, therefore, are not just astronomical events. They are cosmic recycling processes, essential for the creation of new stars, new planets, and new forms of life. Each twinkling light in the night sky is a testament to this continuous cycle of birth, life, and death, a reminder that even in endings, there is the promise of new beginnings, a grand, eternal rhythm that shapes the very fabric of existence. The fading embers of distant suns are the seeds from which new worlds, and perhaps new dreams, will eventually arise. The deep sea is a realm of unseen wonders. Beneath the sunlit surface, where light dwindles and then vanishes entirely, lies a world so alien, so profoundly different from our own, that it often feels like another planet. This is the realm of the deep sea, a vast, dark, and largely unexplored frontier that covers more than 2/3 of our planet's surface. It is a place of immense pressure, near freezing temperatures, and perpetual darkness, yet it teems with life that has evolved in extraordinary ways to survive and thrive in such extreme conditions. Imagine, if you will, descending through miles of water, each foot of descent bringing with it an increase in pressure that would crush a submarine like a tin can. Yet, life here not only endures this pressure, but in many cases utilizes it. Many deep-sea creatures possess bodies that are largely gelatinous, with few air-filled cavities, allowing them to equalize the pressure and avoid being compressed. Their very cellular structures are adapted to function under immense force. The darkness is absolute, a blackness that has existed for millions of years. Yet life here has found a way to create its own light. Bioluminescence, the production of light by living organisms, is a common and breathtaking phenomenon in the deep sea. It serves a multitude of purposes: to attract prey, to evade predators, to communicate with each other, and even to navigate. Picture a tiny anglerfish, dangling a luminous lure in the darkness, a beacon of temptation for unsuspecting smaller fish. Or consider the dazzling displays of bioluminescent plankton, turning the water into a shimmering galaxy of light with every movement. These creatures have turned the very absence of light into a canvas for their own illumination. The food web in the deep sea is starkly different from that of the surface. With no sunlight for photosynthesis, the base of the food chain is often reliant on organic matter that drifts down from the upper layers of the ocean, what scientists call marine snow. This slow, steady rain of detritus provides sustenance for a host of unique scavengers and detritivores. But there are also more dramatic sources of nourishment. Around hydrothermal vents, volcanic fissures on the ocean floor that spew superheated, mineral-rich water, entirely independent ecosystems have sprung up. Here, chemosynthesis, a process where bacteria convert chemicals into energy, forms the foundation of a vibrant community, supporting giant tube worms, bizarre shrimp, and other creatures that have never seen the sun. The forms that life takes in the deep sea are often startlingly strange. We find creatures with enormous eyes, adapted to capture the faintest glimmers of bioluminescent light, or conversely, creatures with no eyes at all, relying on other senses to perceive their world. There are fish with transparent bodies, allowing them to blend into the dim light, and those with fearsome jaws and teeth, capable of swallowing prey larger than themselves, a necessary adaptation when meals are few and far between. The vampire squid, with its cloak-like webbing and spiky arms, or the gulper eel, with its cavernous mouth, are just a few examples of the evolutionary marvels that inhabit this alien landscape. This vast, dark expanse is not a barren void, but a dynamic and complex environment, a testament to life's incredible resilience and adaptability. Each discovery from the deep sea rewrites our understanding of what life is capable of, reminding us of the profound mysteries that still lie hidden on our own planet. It is a silent, majestic realm, where the absence of our familiar world only amplifies the wonder of what truly exists. And in this profound darkness, life finds its own brilliant way to shine. Insects navigate with invisible maps. Imagine, for a moment, the vastness of a single blade of grass to a tiny ant, or the expanse of a meadow to a solitary bee. It's a world so profoundly different from our own, a landscape perceived through senses we can barely fathom. And yet within this miniature universe, these creatures navigate with an astonishing precision, guided by what we might poetically call invisible maps. These aren't maps drawn on parchment, nor are they etched into the earth. Instead, they are woven from an intricate tapestry of sensory information, a symphony of cues that direct their every journey. Consider the humble bee, for instance. As it ventures out from its hive in search of nectar, it doesn't rely on landmarks in the way we do, not solely at least. While visual cues are important, the bee also possesses an internal compass, a biological gyroscopic system that allows it to orient itself relative to the sun, even on a cloudy day. The position of the sun, its angle in the sky, provides a constant reference point, a celestial beacon guiding its flight path. But the sun's position isn't the only marker. Bees are also incredibly attuned to polarized light patterns in the atmosphere, subtle shifts in the sky's illumination that are invisible to us, but which serve as a reliable directional indicator. This ability to interpret polarized light is a testament to the sophistication of their sensory apparatus, a way of seeing direction that transcends our own limitations. Furthermore, bees communicate the location of food sources to their hive mates through a remarkable dance, the waggle dance. This dance isn't just a series of movements, it's a coded message, conveying both the direction and the distance to the best foraging spots. The angle of the dance relative to gravity indicates the direction of the food source relative to the sun, and the duration of the waggle run corresponds to the distance. It's a form of abstract communication, a living map shared through kinetic expression. Then there are ants, masters of scent trails. While visual navigation plays a role, ants are renowned for their ability to follow pheromone trails, invisible chemical highways laid down by scout ants. These trails are not static, they are dynamic, constantly reinforced and updated as new food sources are discovered or depleted. The ants' antennae are exquisitely sensitive, able to detect minute concentrations of these pheromones, guiding them along the established path. It's a system of shared memory, a collective intelligence etched into the air itself. Some insects, like the monarch butterfly, undertake epic migrations, journeys spanning thousands of miles. Their navigation is a complex interplay of the sun's position, the Earth's magnetic field, and perhaps even olfactory cues. They possess a magnetic sense, a biological compass that allows them to perceive the Earth's magnetic field lines, a silent, invisible force that helps them maintain their bearing over vast distances. This magnetic sense is thought to be located in specialized cells within their antennae or abdomen, allowing them to detect subtle changes in the magnetic field and use them for orientation. It's a profound example of how life has evolved to harness forces we can barely perceive, turning them into reliable guides for survival. Even the seemingly erratic flight of a dung beetle can be understood through the lens of navigation. These remarkable creatures often use the Milky Way galaxy as a celestial compass, orienting themselves by the patterns of stars to roll their dung balls in a straight line away from competitors. This is an incredible feat of astronomical navigation, demonstrating an awareness of the cosmos that is truly humbling. The world of insects is a constant reminder that our human perception is but one facet of reality. They perceive and interpret a world rich with information that remains largely hidden to us, a world governed by invisible forces and subtle signals. Their maps are not static, but are dynamic, ever-changing guides crafted from light, scent, and the very fabric of our planet. They are a living testament to the ingenuity of evolution, a quiet symphony of instinct and adaptation that allows them to traverse their world with grace and purpose. The sheer complexity and efficiency of these navigation systems, often accomplished with minimal energy expenditure, are a source of endless fascination. It speaks to the elegance of biological design, where intricate processes are distilled into fundamental, reliable mechanisms. These invisible maps are not merely tools for survival. They are integral to the very essence of their existence, shaping their behaviors, their journeys, and the intricate ecosystems they inhabit. The diversity of these navigational strategies underscores the incredible adaptability of life, showcasing how different species have found unique ways to harness the ambient information of their environment. Whether it's the polarized light perceived by a bee, the pheromone trails of an ant, the magnetic sense of a butterfly, or the starlight guiding a beetle, each method represents a sophisticated solution to the universal challenge of finding one's way. These are not simple instincts. They are complex, multimodal systems that often integrate various sensory inputs to create a robust and reliable navigational framework. The study of insect navigation continues to reveal astonishing insights into the workings of the natural world, pushing the boundaries of our understanding of perception and cognition. It's a reminder that even in the smallest of creatures, there exist profound complexities and marvels of engineering that rival anything we can create. The persistence of these tiny travelers, guided by unseen forces, is a quiet testament to the enduring power of life and its ability to orient itself within the grand, unfolding narrative of the universe. Their journeys, often unseen and unappreciated by us, are vital threads in the intricate tapestry of the natural world, each step guided by an innate understanding of the world's hidden pathways. The very concept of an invisible map challenges our anthropocentric view, inviting us to consider the myriad ways in which life perceives and interacts with its environment. It's a reminder that the world is far richer and more complex than our immediate senses can reveal, a realm of subtle energies and hidden connections that orchestrate the movements of countless beings. The silent compass of their senses charts a course through a world we can only glimpse, reminding us that direction is a language spoken by all of life. Fungi form a hidden network beneath our feet. Beneath the rustling leaves and the firm soil, an intricate and vast network exists, woven by the delicate threads of fungi. This subterranean realm, often unseen and unacknowledged, is a fundamental architect of the terrestrial world. Fungi, more than just the mushrooms we sometimes see emerge from the earth, are predominantly microscopic organisms that form a complex web called a mycelium. Imagine countless tiny, thread-like structures, called hyphae, extending in all directions, intermingling and connecting. This mycelium can spread for miles, forming the largest known organisms on Earth, far surpassing the size of any individual tree or animal. It is this hidden network that plays a crucial role in decomposition, breaking down dead organic matter, fallen leaves, decaying wood, and even animal remains, returning vital nutrients to the soil. Without this tireless work of fungi, our forests would be choked with debris, and the cycle of life would falter. They are nature's ultimate recyclers, transforming what seems like waste into the building blocks for new growth. But the influence of fungal networks extends far beyond simple decomposition. They are also vital partners for most plant life. Through a symbiotic relationship known as mycorrhiza, fungal hyphae connect with plant roots, extending their reach and enhancing their ability to absorb water and essential minerals from the soil. In return, the plants provide the fungi with sugars produced through photosynthesis. This partnership is so profound that many plants would struggle to survive without their fungal allies. It's a silent, constant exchange, a testament to the interconnectedness of life. The mycelial network acts as a communication highway for plants, allowing them to share resources and even send warning signals about threats like insect infestations. This underground web is a living testament to cooperation, a subtle yet powerful force that sustains entire ecosystems. It is a reminder that even in stillness, there is a profound and active exchange, a hidden conversation that nourishes the world. This silent, unseen web beneath our feet is a testament to the quiet power of connection, reminding us that even in the dark, life finds a way to thrive and to share its bounty. The desert blooms with unexpected life. When we picture a desert, our minds often conjure images of vast, arid expanses, shimmering heat, and a profound absence of life. It's a landscape frequently associated with barrenness, a place where survival seems a constant, arduous battle. Yet this perception, while not entirely inaccurate in its depiction of extreme conditions, significantly underestimates the remarkable tenacity and ingenuity of life that thrives in these seemingly inhospitable environments. The desert, far from being empty, is a testament to nature's ability to adapt, to innovate, and to find sustenance and beauty in the most challenging circumstances. Its apparent harshness is, in fact, a crucible for evolution, fostering a unique and often surprising array of organisms that have developed extraordinary strategies to endure and flourish. The notion of a desert bloom is not merely a poetic metaphor. It is a literal, breathtaking phenomenon. Following infrequent but often intense rainfall, the dormant seeds of countless desert plants, which may have lain waiting for years, even decades, beneath the parched surface, are awakened. This triggers a rapid germination, a burst of growth that transforms the monochrome landscape into a tapestry of vibrant colors. Cacti, often perceived as stoic and unyielding, produce spectacular, ephemeral flowers that can last only a day or two, their delicate petals a stark contrast to the spiny defense mechanisms that protect them. Wildflowers in shades of purple, yellow, red, and white carpet the sand, their ephemeral beauty a poignant reminder of the preciousness of water. This transformation is not just visual, it is an ecological event of immense significance. These brief periods of abundance provide crucial food sources for a multitude of desert inhabitants, from insects and birds to small mammals and reptiles. The desert fox, for instance, relies on the increased rodent population that follows the rains, while bees and butterflies feast on the nectar of newly opened flowers. The survival strategies of desert flora and fauna are nothing short of miraculous. Many plants have evolved specialized root systems, some extending shallowly over vast areas to capture any surface moisture, others plunging deep into the earth to tap into subterranean water tables. Succulents, like the iconic saguaro cactus, have developed the ability to store enormous quantities of water in their fleshy stems, enabling them to survive prolonged droughts. Their waxy coatings minimize water loss through evaporation, and their spines, while serving as protection, also provide shade and help to condense dew. Other plants have adapted by completing their life cycles very rapidly. Ephemeral annuals, often called desert five spots or poppies, germinate, grow, flower, and produce seeds in a matter of weeks after a rain, their seeds then lying dormant, waiting for the next opportune moment. The animal kingdom displays equally remarkable adaptations. Many desert creatures are nocturnal, emerging only during the cooler hours of the night to hunt, forage, and avoid the scorching daytime sun. The fennec fox, with its enormous ears, not only helps it to hear prey beneath the sand, but also acts as a radiator, dissipating heat. The desert tortoise can survive for long periods without drinking, obtaining most of its water from the plants it consumes. Some insects, like the desert beetle, have evolved ways to collect moisture directly from the air, orienting themselves to capture fog droplets on their bodies, which then channel down to their mouths. Reptiles, with their scaly skin, are naturally well-suited to arid environments, and many desert snakes and lizards can withstand high temperatures, often seeking refuge in burrows dug by other animals or in the shade of rocks and plants. The desert ecosystem, therefore, is not a static, unchanging wasteland. It is a dynamic environment characterized by periods of dormancy and explosive bursts of life. The resilience of desert organisms is a profound lesson in adaptation, a demonstration of how life can find a way, even in the face of extreme adversity. The bloom is not just a flower. It is the very act of survival, of thriving against the odds, a silent, persistent assertion of life's will. It teaches us that even in what appears to be emptiness, there is a hidden vibrancy, a quiet strength, and a beauty that emerges when conditions are just right. The desert's surprising fertility is a gentle reminder that even in the starkest of landscapes, life's persistent whisper finds a way to bloom. The cycle of water is a perpetual journey. Imagine for a moment the water you see around you, the dew on a leaf, the vast ocean, the clouds drifting overhead. This is not static, but a ceaseless, elegant ballet, a grand circulation that has been unfolding for eons, sustaining all life on Earth. This is the water cycle, a process so fundamental, so profound, that it connects every drop of H2O on our planet into a single, interconnected system. It begins, often, with evaporation. Sunlight, that gentle warmth from our star, imbues the surface of oceans, lakes, rivers, and even the moisture in soil and plants, with enough energy to transform liquid water into an invisible gas, water vapor. This vapor, lighter than the surrounding air, rises, ascending into the atmosphere. It's a silent, unseen ascent, a lifting of moisture from the terrestrial plane towards the celestial. This process, evaporation, is not limited to open bodies of water. Plants, too, participate in this grand exchange through transpiration, releasing water vapor from their leaves in a process that's often likened to a gentle sigh. Together, evaporation and transpiration are the primary drivers, the invisible hands that lift water from the surface of the earth into the vast expanse of the sky. As this water vapor ascends, it encounters cooler temperatures. This cooling causes the water vapor to transform back into liquid water, or sometimes even ice crystals, in a process called condensation. These tiny droplets or ice crystals then gather together, forming clouds. Think of clouds not as solid masses, but as vast collections of microscopic water particles, suspended in the atmosphere, carried by the winds. They are the visible manifestation of water's upward journey, the ethereal vessels holding the promise of return. These clouds, driven by atmospheric currents, travel across the globe, their moisture content increasing as more water vapor condenses. Eventually, the droplets or ice crystals within these clouds become too heavy to remain suspended. They coalesce, grow larger, and then gravity takes hold. This is precipitation. Water returns to the Earth's surface in various forms, as rain, snow, sleet, or hail, depending on the atmospheric temperature. This precipitation replenishes the land, filling rivers and lakes, seeping into the ground and nourishing the roots of plants. Some of this water flows over the land's surface as runoff, eventually making its way back to streams, rivers, and ultimately, the oceans. Other water infiltrates the soil, becoming groundwater, a vast, hidden reservoir that can travel slowly through the Earth's crust for years, even centuries, before emerging in springs or being drawn up by plants. And so the cycle continues, a perpetual, unbroken chain. From the oceans to the sky, from the sky to the land, and from the land back to the oceans, water is in constant motion. It is a journey without beginning or end, a fundamental rhythm of our planet that has shaped landscapes, carved canyons, and allowed life to flourish in every conceivable corner. It is a testament to nature's boundless ingenuity, a reminder that even the most common substance is, in fact, a marvel of perpetual motion and transformation, a silent, ceaseless dance that sustains us all. The journey of water is the Earth's enduring heartbeat, a ceaseless rhythm of return and renewal. The aurora borealis paints the night sky. Across the vast, silent canvas of our polar nights, a celestial masterpiece unfolds, a spectacle of light and color that has captivated humanity for millennia. This breathtaking display, known as the aurora borealis in the northern hemisphere and the aurora australis in the southern, is not some ethereal magic, but a profound interaction between our planet and the sun. It begins with our star, the sun, a constant source of energy, continuously emitting a stream of charged particles, electrons and protons, a phenomenon called the solar wind. This solar wind travels at incredible speeds, millions of miles per hour, reaching Earth in just a few days. Our planet, thankfully, is protected by a powerful magnetic field, the magnetosphere, which acts like an invisible shield, deflecting most of these charged particles. However, this shield is not impenetrable. Near the Earth's magnetic poles, the field lines dip inwards, creating openings. It is through these openings that some of the solar wind particles can penetrate deep into our atmosphere. As these high-energy particles collide with the gases in our upper atmosphere, primarily nitrogen and oxygen, they excite the atoms and molecules, causing them to gain energy. When these excited atoms and molecules return to their normal, stable state, they release this excess energy in the form of light. The color of the aurora depends on the type of gas and the altitude at which the collision occurs. Oxygen, at higher altitudes, above 150 miles, typically emits a red light, while at lower altitudes, around 6150 miles, it produces the most common green glow. Nitrogen, on the other hand, can produce blue and purplish-red hues. The dancing, shimmering nature of the aurora is due to the ever-changing flow of the solar wind and the complex interactions within the magnetosphere. These displays can range from faint, arc-like glows to vibrant, curtain-like structures that ripple and flow across the sky, often accompanied by subtle sounds, though these are rarely heard by the human ear. The aurora is a constant reminder of our connection to the cosmos, a visual symphony played out on the grandest of scales, a gentle whisper from the sun that paints our darkest nights with unimaginable beauty. It is a testament to the dynamic, energetic relationship between our planet and its star, a dance of light that serenely reminds us of the vast, unseen forces shaping our world. And in its silent, vibrant dance, the aurora reminds us that even in the deepest darkness, there is always light waiting to be revealed. The Arctic fox masters the art of camouflage. Imagine a creature perfectly attuned to its environment, a master of disguise in a world of stark contrasts. This is the Arctic fox, a small but incredibly resilient mammal that thrives in the harsh, frozen landscapes of the Arctic tundra. Its survival hinges on an extraordinary ability, camouflage, a living, breathing testament to the power of adaptation. The Arctic fox's coat is not merely a covering. It is a dynamic masterpiece of natural engineering, a visual symphony that shifts with the seasons, mirroring the very essence of its surroundings. In the biting cold of winter, when the world is blanketed in thick, pristine snow, the Arctic fox transforms. Its fur, usually a mottled gray or brown during the warmer months, becomes a brilliant, pure white. This is no accidental hue. It is a precisely evolved shade that renders the fox virtually invisible against the snowy backdrop. Predators like the formidable golden eagle or the stealthy wolf often fail to detect the fox from a distance, their keen eyes searching for movement or outline against the white expanse, only to be met with the silent, snowy stillness. This winter white is not just about blending in. It's about becoming one with the snow, a ghost in the frozen wilderness. But as the long, dark winter gives way to the brief, vibrant Arctic summer, the fox's transformation continues. The snow begins to melt, revealing patches of earth, moss, and lichen. And with this change, the fox's coat undergoes another remarkable shift. The brilliant white recedes, replaced by a darker, more muted coloration. This summer coat is typically a rich gray or brown, often speckled with lighter hairs, creating a mottled pattern that mimics the rocky outcrops, the sparse vegetation, and the thawing earth. This intricate pattern breaks up the fox's outline, allowing it to disappear amongst the tundra flora, making it equally adept at evading predators and ambushing its own prey, such as lemmings, voles, and birds. The transition between these two coats is a gradual process, a subtle ballet of shedding and regrowth that ensures the fox is always perfectly camouflaged, regardless of the season. This seasonal molting is a vital survival strategy, a biological imperative that has been honed over millennia of evolution. The effectiveness of this camouflage extends beyond mere color. The texture and density of the fur also play a crucial role. In winter, the fur is incredibly thick and dense, providing not only insulation against extreme cold but also a soft, almost powdery texture that can further soften its outline against the snow. In summer, the fur becomes shorter and less dense, allowing for better heat dissipation and a texture that blends more seamlessly with the earthy tones of the tundra. The Arctic fox's ears are also a testament to its adaptation. They are small and rounded, minimizing heat loss in the winter, and their fur coloration can also contribute to camouflage, often matching the surrounding environment. Even its paws are furred on the soles, providing insulation and traction on icy surfaces, and this fur can also be subtly colored to blend with snow. Furthermore, the Arctic fox's behavior complements its physical camouflage. It is a creature of patience and stillness, often remaining motionless for extended periods, observing its surroundings with sharp, intelligent eyes. When it does move, it does so with a deliberate, quiet grace, minimizing any disturbance that might betray its presence. It has been observed to lie down and flatten itself against the ground, effectively disappearing into the landscape. This mastery of camouflage is not just a static attribute. It is a dynamic, integrated strategy that combines physical adaptation with behavioral finesse. It is a constant, silent negotiation with the environment, a visual whisper in a world that often shouts with the fury of the elements. The Arctic fox's ability to transform its appearance with the changing seasons is a profound example of nature's ingenuity, a reminder that survival often lies in the art of becoming invisible, of harmonizing with the world around you. And so, the Arctic fox, a silent artist of the frozen north, reminds us that true strength often lies not in being seen, but in the profound wisdom of belonging. The coral reef is a city of vibrant life. Imagine, if you will, stepping away from the familiar shores and descending into a world bathed in an ethereal, shifting light. Not a city of brick and mortar, but a living, breathing metropolis constructed by the smallest of architects, a testament to nature's boundless creativity. This is the coral reef, a breathtaking underwater ecosystem, a bustling metropolis teeming with an astonishing diversity of life, a place where the very foundations are built by tiny, delicate polyps. These are not plants, though they often appear so, but rather tiny, soft-bodied animals related to jellyfish and sea anemones. They possess the remarkable ability to secrete a hard, calcium carbonate skeleton, a protective cup that forms the essential structure of the reef. Over thousands, even millions of years, these individual skeletons, built generation after generation, accumulate layer upon layer, creating the intricate, often fantastical formations we recognize as coral. Think of it as a slow-motion construction project, a grand architectural feat undertaken by countless minuscule builders, each adding their small contribution to an ever-expanding masterpiece. But the reef is far more than just its coral architecture. It is a vibrant, pulsating hub of activity, a thriving urban center for an incredible array of marine creatures. Picture this: a kaleidoscope of colors erupts before your eyes. Schools of iridescent fish, painted in hues of sapphire, emerald, and ruby, dart and weave through the coral branches, their movements a synchronized ballet. There are the flamboyant angelfish, with their elegant fins and striking patterns, the ever-curious clownfish, nestled safely amongst the stinging tentacles of their anemone hosts, and the majestic parrotfish, their beaks strong enough to graze on algae, playing a vital role in keeping the reef clean. Beyond the fish, a myriad of other inhabitants call this underwater city home. Spiny lobsters creep along the sandy floor, seeking shelter in the reef's nooks and crannies. Sea turtles, ancient mariners of the ocean, glide gracefully through the water, their shells worn smooth by the currents. Delicate sea fans, resembling intricate lacework, sway gently in the tide, providing shelter for smaller organisms. Crabs scurry in and out of their hidden burrows, and starfish in all their varied forms slowly traverse the reef's surface. The coral reef is a prime example of a complex, interdependent ecosystem. Each inhabitant, from the smallest plankton to the largest shark, plays a crucial role in maintaining the delicate balance of this underwater metropolis. The corals themselves provide the essential habitat, the shelter, and the food source for countless species. The algae that live symbiotically within the coral tissues, providing them with essential nutrients through photosynthesis, are the lifeblood of the reef. The grazing fish, like the parrotfish, keep the algae in check, preventing it from overgrowing and suffocating the coral. The predators, in turn, help to regulate the populations of other species, ensuring that no single group overwhelms the system. It is a perfect illustration of nature's intricate web of life, where every thread, no matter how small, is vital to the strength and resilience of the whole. The very structure of the reef itself is a marvel of natural engineering. The branching corals create complex three-dimensional habitats, offering countless hiding places and nurseries for young fish and invertebrates. The intricate crevices and caves provide refuge from predators and the strong ocean currents. The reef acts as a natural barrier, protecting coastlines from the erosive power of waves and storms, a silent guardian sculpted by the ocean's embrace. Despite their seemingly fragile beauty, corals are remarkably resilient, capable of surviving in challenging conditions. However, they are also incredibly sensitive to changes in their environment. Rising ocean temperatures, pollution, and ocean acidification pose significant threats to these vital ecosystems, highlighting the urgent need for their protection. The coral reef, this vibrant city beneath the waves, is a profound reminder of the interconnectedness of all living things. It is a place of immense beauty, of extraordinary biodiversity, and of vital ecological importance. It is a living testament to the power of collaboration, to the beauty of diversity, and to the slow, persistent artistry of nature. As we ponder this underwater metropolis, we can feel a sense of profound connection to this intricate tapestry of life, a gentle understanding that we too are part of something vast and beautiful, a part of the grand, unfolding story of existence. And so, this underwater city, built by tiny architects, hums with a life that has pulsed for millennia, a vibrant testament to the ocean's enduring creativity. The migration of birds is a marvel of instinct. Across the vast expanse of our planet, A silent, feathered exodus unfolds with the turning of the seasons. This is the phenomenon of avian migration, a journey so profound, so ingrained in the very being of birds, that it appears to defy simple explanation. It is not a learned behavior, passed down through generations with careful instruction, but an innate biological imperative, a deeply etched blueprint guiding these creatures across continents and oceans. Imagine, if you will, a tiny warbler, no larger than your palm, embarking on a journey spanning thousands of miles, from the summer breeding grounds of the north to the warmer climes of the south, and then back again. How does it know where to go? How does it navigate with such unerring accuracy, often returning to the very same nesting site year after year? The answer lies in a complex interplay of sensory abilities and an internal compass that is one of nature's most exquisite mysteries. One of the primary navigational tools employed by migrating birds is the Earth's magnetic field. Birds possess a remarkable sensitivity to geomagnetism, allowing them to perceive the planet's magnetic lines of force as a kind of invisible map. This ability, known as magnetoreception, is thought to be facilitated by specialized photoreceptor cells in their eyes, which may detect subtle changes in the Earth's magnetic field when exposed to light, or by particles of magnetite, a magnetic mineral found in their beaks or inner ears. This magnetic sense provides a reliable directional cue, regardless of weather conditions or visibility, acting as a constant, unwavering guide. But the magnetic field is not the only instrument in their celestial toolkit. Birds also utilize the sun as a compass. They can determine direction by the position of the sun in the sky, even compensating for its movement throughout the day. This solar compass, however, is not a simple matter of looking at the sun. It involves an internal biological clock that allows them to adjust their orientation based on the time of day. It's as if they carry a miniature sundial and chronometer within them, perfectly synchronized with the celestial movements. As if this weren't enough, many species also rely on the stars for navigation, particularly during their nocturnal flights. They can orient themselves by the patterns of constellations, using the celestial sphere as a guide. Experiments have shown that young birds, raised in captivity and exposed only to a simulated night sky, will orient themselves correctly, demonstrating that this stellar map is also an innate component of their migratory programming. Beyond these celestial and geophysical cues, birds also possess a remarkable ability to recognize familiar landmarks. While the overall migration may cover vast distances, the final approach to their destination often involves visual cues such as coastlines, mountain ranges, and river systems. This learned component, combined with their innate navigational abilities, creates a robust and adaptable system, allowing them to cope with unexpected challenges and variations in their environment. Furthermore, the sense of smell may also play a role. Some research suggests that birds can detect specific atmospheric odors associated with their breeding or wintering grounds, using these scent trails to fine-tune their navigation. This olfactory map, though less understood than the magnetic or solar compasses, adds another layer of complexity to their extraordinary journeys. The sheer endurance required for these migrations is also a testament to their biological marvel. Birds can fly for days, even weeks, without significant rest, covering thousands of miles. They fuel these epic journeys by building up fat reserves before they depart, essentially carrying their own portable energy packs. Their physiology is finely tuned for long-distance flight, with efficient respiratory systems and powerful flight muscles. The instinct to migrate is not a conscious choice. It is a deeply embedded biological program, triggered by changes in day length, temperature, and hormonal fluctuations. It is a testament to millions of years of evolution, shaping these creatures into perfectly adapted navigators, driven by an ancient rhythm that connects them to the pulse of the planet. It is a reminder that even in our modern, often disconnected world, there are still fundamental forces at play guiding life across vast distances with a wisdom that predates our own understanding. And so the instinct to fly, to journey, whispers through their tiny hearts, a silent, ancient song carried on the wind. The moon's gravity pulls the tides. Consider for a moment the gentle, rhythmic rise and fall of the ocean's breath. This grand, ceaseless movement, the tides, is a profound testament to the invisible forces that shape our planet, and at its heart lies the subtle yet powerful influence of our celestial neighbor, the moon. It's a dance orchestrated across vast cosmic distances, a gravitational waltz that has been playing out for billions of years, shaping coastlines, influencing ecosystems, and even in ancient times, perhaps guiding the very origins of life. The moon, though vastly smaller than the Earth, exerts a significant gravitational pull on our planet. This pull isn't uniform across the entire Earth. The side of the Earth facing the moon experiences a stronger gravitational tug than the center of the Earth, while the side asterisk opposite the moon experiences a weaker pull. This difference in gravitational force is the key to understanding the tides. Imagine the Earth as a slightly pliable sphere. The moon's gravity pulls more strongly on the water on the side of the Earth closest to it, drawing it outward and creating a bulge. This bulge is what we experience as high tide. Simultaneously, on the opposite side of the Earth, the moon's gravity is actually pulling the asterisk Earth itself away from the water, leaving the water behind and creating another bulge, another high tide. So, while you might intuitively think there would only be one high tide on the side facing the moon, there are, in fact, two high tides every day, approximately 12 hours and 25 minutes apart. The extra 25 minutes is because the moon is not stationary. It's orbiting the Earth, so the Earth has to rotate a little further each day to catch up to the moon's new position. The water on the sides of the Earth that are roughly 90 degrees away from the moon, in contrast, experiences a lower gravitational pull relative to the bulges. This creates areas of low tide, where the water is drawn towards the bulges. It's also important to remember that the sun also exerts a gravitational pull on the Earth, and therefore influences the tides. When the sun, Earth, and moon are aligned, as they are during new and full moons, the sun's gravitational pull combines with the moon's, resulting in exceptionally high tides, known as spring tides. These are not related to the season of spring, but rather to the idea of springing forth or rising high. Conversely, when the sun and moon are at right angles to each other relative to the Earth, as they are during the first and third quarter moons, their gravitational forces partially cancel each other out. This leads to weaker tides, called neap tides, with less of a difference between high and low water. The shape of the ocean floor, the coastline, and the size and depth of the ocean basin all play a role in the amplitude and timing of the tides in any given location. Some places, like the Bay of Fundy in Canada, experience incredibly dramatic tidal ranges, with differences of over 50 feet between high and low tide. Other locations, particularly those far from open oceans or in enclosed seas, may have very small tidal ranges. The gravitational pull of the moon is a constant, gentle reminder that we are part of a much larger, interconnected cosmic system. It's a force that has shaped our planet's surface and continues to influence the rhythm of life along our shores. The moon, in its silent orbit, orchestrates the ocean's ebb and flow, a gentle rhythm connecting us to the cosmos and to the deep, quiet pulse of existence. The tiny seed holds the promise of a giant, Within the unassuming, often overlooked, seed lies a universe of potential, a blueprint meticulously crafted by millennia of evolution, waiting for the precise moment to awaken. These miniature vessels, seemingly dormant and insignificant, are in fact potent packages of life, each containing everything necessary to orchestrate the grand unfolding of a plant that can dwarf its own humble beginnings. Consider the acorn, no larger than your thumbnail, which harbors the genetic instructions to become a mighty oak, capable of reaching heights of 100 feet and living for centuries, its branches a sprawling testament to time and resilience. Or the sunflower seed, a mere speck of energy, destined to sprout into a towering stalk, its face tracking the sun across the sky, a beacon of light and growth. This inherent power, this latent magnificence, is not magic, but the result of sophisticated biological engineering. Inside the seed coat, a protective shell, lies the embryo, the rudimentary form of the plant's root, stem, and leaves. Alongside it is the endosperm, a nutrient-rich food source, providing the initial sustenance for germination, like a carefully prepared nursery for a newborn. When conditions are just right, the presence of water, warmth, and oxygen, a remarkable transformation begins. Water is absorbed, swelling the seed and softening the coat, signaling the embryo that it is time to stir. The first to emerge is typically the radicle, the embryonic root, which anchors the seedling and begins to absorb water and nutrients from the soil. Soon after, the plumule, the embryonic shoot, emerges, pushing upwards towards the light, unfurling its first delicate leaves, the cotyledons. These initial leaves may contain stored food or begin the process of photosynthesis, converting sunlight into energy. As the seedling grows, it draws upon its stored reserves, gradually becoming more self-sufficient, its roots delving deeper, its stems strengthening, its leaves expanding to capture more sunlight. This journey from a tiny, seemingly lifeless speck to a towering entity is a profound demonstration of nature's inherent drive and remarkable efficiency. Each seed is a testament to the continuity of life, a promise whispered from one generation to the next, a silent, yet powerful declaration of persistence and transformation. The genetic code within, a complex language of DNA, dictates not only the species and its ultimate form, but also its resilience, its adaptations to specific environments, its very essence. It is a marvel of miniaturization, a concentrated repository of biological information that can unlock an immense and complex life. The energy stored within the seed, carefully packed and preserved, is the spark that ignites this extraordinary process, fueling the initial stages of growth before the plant can sustain itself through photosynthesis. This delicate balance of stored energy and genetic instruction, triggered by the right environmental cues, is a fundamental principle of life on Earth, a constant reminder of the profound power held within the smallest of things. The sheer diversity of seeds, from the dust-like spores of ferns to the substantial nuts of larger trees, reflects the vast array of life forms they will eventually become, each perfectly adapted to its niche. The process of germination, though seemingly simple, is a complex cascade of biochemical events, a precisely timed sequence that ensures the seedling has the best possible chance of survival. It is a journey from dependency to independence, from a contained potential to an expansive reality, a testament to the enduring power of life's inherent design. And so, the smallest of beginnings holds the grandest of futures, a silent testament to the enduring promise of life. The Ice Age sculpted the landscape we see. Imagine a time, not so long ago in the grand sweep of Earth's history, when vast continents were draped in immense blankets of ice, kilometers thick. This was the era of the Ice Age, a period of profound geological transformation that has left an indelible mark on the very ground beneath our feet. It wasn't a single, continuous freeze, but rather a series of glacial periods, interspersed with warmer interglacial spells spanning millions of years. During these intense cold phases, the sheer weight and relentless movement of these colossal ice sheets acted as nature's most powerful sculptor, reshaping landscapes with a slow, deliberate, yet utterly decisive force. Think of the immense pressure exerted by these frozen masses. As they advanced, they bulldozed over everything in their path, grinding bedrock into fine dust, carrying enormous boulders like pebbles, and carving out deep valleys and basins. When these glaciers eventually retreated, as they inevitably did with the warming of the planet, they left behind a breathtaking testament to their power. The U-shaped valleys that define so many of our most scenic mountain ranges, from the Alps to the Rockies, are a direct legacy of glacial erosion. The smooth, polished rock faces and the deep fjords that cut inland from the sea are also the work of these ancient ice flows. Beyond the dramatic carving of valleys, glaciers were also master architects of deposition. As they melted, they released the vast quantities of rock and sediment they had accumulated. This material, known as glacial till, was deposited in a variety of ways, forming distinctive landforms. Moraines, for instance, are ridges of debris pushed to the front or sides of a glacier as it moved, acting like a conveyor belt. Drumlins, those elongated, teardrop-shaped hills, are formed when glaciers flow over pre-existing till, streamlining it into a smooth, streamlined form. Kettle lakes, those often perfectly round bodies of water, are formed when large blocks of ice become buried in glacial till and then melt, leaving behind a depression that fills with water. Eskers, long, winding ridges of sand and gravel, are the remnants of streams that flowed within, under, or on top of the ice, their deposits left behind as the ice receded. Even the seemingly flat plains of many regions owe their character to glacial activity. Vast outwash plains, formed by meltwater streams carrying sediment away from the ice front, often create fertile agricultural lands. The fine dust carried by winds from these dry glacial deposits, known as loess, can form incredibly fertile soils, contributing to the productivity of regions like the Great Plains of North America and parts of China. The very sand and gravel that form our beaches and riverbeds are, in many cases, the pulverized remnants of ancient mountains, transported and refined by the immense power of glacial ice. The Ice Age, therefore, is not just a chapter in Earth's past. It is a fundamental architect of our present world. The majestic mountains, the serene lakes, the fertile plains, and even the very composition of the soil we rely upon, all bear the imprints of these colossal frozen rivers. Understanding this geological history offers a profound perspective on the dynamic nature of our planet, a reminder that even the most seemingly permanent features of our world are the result of immense, slow-moving forces that have shaped and reshaped it over eons. And in the quiet stillness of your mind, you can feel the gentle, persistent sculpting of time, shaping the landscapes of your own inner world. The bioluminescent creatures light the darkness. Deep within the vast, silent expanse of our oceans, far from the sun's gentle reach, a breathtaking spectacle unfolds, a celestial dance of living light. These are the bioluminescent creatures, life forms that have mastered the art of self-illumination, transforming the perpetual twilight of the abyss into a canvas of ethereal glows. Imagine, if you will, a world painted not with pigments, but with the soft, pulsing emanations of life itself. This phenomenon, known as bioluminescence, is far more than a mere curiosity. It is a sophisticated language, a vital tool, and a profound testament to the ingenuity of evolution in the face of extreme conditions. The chemical reaction that fuels this internal luminescence is remarkably consistent across diverse species, though the specific compounds involved can vary. At its heart lies a molecule called luciferin, a light-emitting compound, and an enzyme called luciferase, which catalyzes the reaction. When luciferin is oxidized, often in the presence of oxygen, it releases energy in the form of light. This is not a hot light, like that of a flame or an incandescent bulb. It is a cold light, meaning very little energy is wasted as heat. This efficiency is crucial for organisms that must conserve every precious calorie in the nutrient-scarce deep sea. The forms and functions of bioluminescence are as varied as the creatures that possess it. Some organisms, like the anglerfish, use a glowing lure to attract unsuspecting prey into their waiting jaws. This bioluminescent appendage, often housing symbiotic bacteria that produce the light, dangles tantalizingly in the darkness, a deadly beacon for the curious. Others, like certain species of squid and shrimp, can emit a cloud of glowing material to startle and disorient predators, creating a dazzling diversion that allows them to escape into the inky blackness. This is a living smoke screen, a fleeting aurora of defense. Then there are the creatures that use their light for communication, for finding mates in the vast, featureless depths. The patterns, colors, and rhythms of their flashes can convey complex messages, a silent conversation in the dark. Fireflies, though more familiar to us in terrestrial environments, are a prime example of this. Their blinking courtship signals a nightly serenade. In the ocean, the diversity of these signaling patterns is immense, a secret code understood only by those who speak the language of light. Some fish have rows of photophores, light-producing organs, along their sides, which can be used for counterillumination, effectively camouflaging their silhouette against the faint light filtering down from above, making them invisible to predators lurking below. The sheer prevalence of bioluminescence in the deep sea is astonishing. Estimates suggest that up to 90% of deep-sea organisms exhibit some form of bioluminescence. This suggests that light, even self-generated light, plays a far more significant role in the ecology of these dark environments than we might initially assume. It is a fundamental aspect of survival, predation, defense, and reproduction in a world where sunlight cannot penetrate. Consider the humble dinoflagellate, a microscopic plankton. When disturbed, perhaps by the gentle movement of a passing fish or the swell of a wave, they can erupt in a cascade of blue-green light, creating shimmering trails and glowing wakes. This phenomenon, often observed as sea sparkle or milky seas, is a defense mechanism, a warning signal to larger predators that the water is teeming with these light-emitting organisms, or perhaps a way to attract even larger predators that might prey on the creature disturbing them. It's a chain reaction of light, a fleeting, luminous alarm. The spectral range of bioluminescent light is typically in the blue-green spectrum, as these wavelengths travel furthest in seawater. However, some creatures have evolved to produce light in other colors, including red, a wavelength that is quickly absorbed by water and thus invisible to most deep-sea inhabitants, making it a private communication channel. The dragonfish, for instance, can emit red light, allowing it to hunt prey that cannot see it, a truly stealthy approach in the dark. Exploring this phenomenon is like peering into an alien world, a realm where life has found extraordinary ways to thrive. The study of bioluminescence not only expands our understanding of biodiversity and evolutionary adaptation, but also holds potential for technological advancements, from medical imaging to novel lighting solutions. Yet for us tonight, it serves as a gentle reminder of the silent, persistent brilliance that exists even in the deepest, darkest corners of our planet. These living lanterns, flickering and pulsing in the abyss, are a profound expression of life's enduring capacity to create its own light. And so, in the quietude of the deep, these luminous beings paint their existence, a silent, radiant symphony against the velvet canvas of the abyss. The Earth's magnetic field shields us. Imagine, if you will, a gentle, invisible embrace surrounding our entire planet. This is the Earth's magnetic field, a vast, protective bubble that extends far out into the vacuum of space. It's generated deep within our world in the molten iron core, where the slow, churning currents of liquid metal create a powerful dynamo. This dynamo, much like the workings of a tiny generator, produces an electrical current, and with it, a magnetic field. This field isn't static. It ebbs and flows, its strength subtly changing over time. And its poles, the north and south magnetic poles, are not fixed points but are known to wander, albeit very slowly. Now, why is this invisible shield so vital? The primary reason is its defense against the relentless onslaught of charged particles streaming from the sun. This constant flow is known as the solar wind. It's a stream of protons and electrons, ejected from the sun's atmosphere, traveling at incredibly high speeds. Without our magnetic field, this solar wind would directly bombard our atmosphere, stripping away its precious gases, including the oxygen we breathe, over geological timescales. Think of it as a relentless cosmic erosion. The magnetic field acts as a deflector, a cosmic rampart, guiding most of these energetic particles around our planet, preventing them from reaching the surface. When some of these charged particles do manage to interact with our magnetic field, they are often channeled towards the Earth's polar regions. Here, they collide with atoms and molecules in our upper atmosphere, exciting them and causing them to emit light. This spectacular display is what we know as the aurora borealis in the north and the aurora australis in the south, nature's luminous thank you for this protective embrace. They are, in a way, the visible evidence of our planet's defense system at work, a beautiful reminder of the unseen forces that keep our world habitable. Furthermore, the magnetic field plays a crucial role in protecting our technology. Satellites, crucial for communication, navigation, and scientific research, are particularly vulnerable to the high-energy particles in space. Our magnetic field helps to shield them, reducing the risk of damage and ensuring their continued operation. Even our DNA, the very blueprint of life, is protected from the damaging effects of cosmic radiation that would otherwise be amplified without this planetary shield. It's a silent, constant guardian, working tirelessly to maintain the delicate balance that allows life to flourish. This invisible force, generated by the heart of our planet, is a testament to the intricate and interconnected systems that make Earth a unique and precious haven in the vastness of the cosmos. The Earth's magnetic field, a silent guardian born from the planet's fiery heart, cradles us in its unseen embrace, allowing life's gentle rhythm to unfold undisturbed. The ancient forests store carbon. The deep, quiet wisdom held within ancient forests extends far beyond their majestic appearance. These venerable ecosystems are not merely collections of trees. They are vast, living archives, diligently collecting and safeguarding a fundamental element of our planet's delicate balance: carbon. This incredible process, often unseen and largely unacknowledged in our daily lives, forms a crucial part of the Earth's natural carbon cycle, playing a significant role in regulating our climate. Think of these ancient woodlands as the planet's lungs, but with a profound capacity to inhale and hold onto carbon dioxide, a greenhouse gas that, in excess, contributes to the warming of our world. The mechanism by which forests achieve this remarkable feat is elegantly simple yet profoundly effective. Through the process of photosynthesis, the leaves of trees, like tiny solar-powered factories, capture carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. This atmospheric carbon is then converted into organic compounds, the very building blocks of the tree itself, its trunk, branches, leaves, and roots. As trees grow, they continuously absorb more carbon, effectively sequestering it within their woody tissues. The older and larger a tree becomes, the more carbon it has accumulated over its long lifespan. Ancient forests, by definition, are home to trees that have stood for centuries, even millennia. These giants represent an immense reservoir of stored carbon, a testament to their enduring presence and their silent, tireless work. But it's not just the living trees that store carbon. When a tree eventually dies, its organic matter, the wood, the leaves, the fallen branches, continues to hold onto the carbon it absorbed. In healthy forest ecosystems, this dead organic material decomposes slowly, often contributing to the rich, dark humus of the forest floor. This soil, teeming with microbial life, becomes another significant carbon sink, holding vast quantities of carbon for extended periods. The intricate web of life within the forest, from the smallest fungi breaking down wood to the largest mammals contributing organic waste, all participates in this ongoing cycle of carbon storage and release, with ancient forests acting as particularly stable and long-term repositories. The sheer scale of carbon storage in old-growth forests is staggering. While younger, rapidly growing forests absorb carbon quickly, older forests, with their massive biomass and accumulated organic matter, hold a greater total amount. These ancient ecosystems have had centuries to build up these carbon reserves, making them invaluable allies in the fight against climate change. When forests are cleared or burned, this stored carbon is released back into the atmosphere, exacerbating the problem. Protecting these ancient woodlands, therefore, is not just about preserving biodiversity or natural beauty. It is about safeguarding a vital natural mechanism that helps maintain the stability of our planet's climate. The concept of carbon sequestration by forests offers a profound sense of perspective. It reminds us that the natural world possesses inherent wisdom and powerful, slow-acting mechanisms that have been operating long before human civilization. These ancient forests, standing silent and strong, are guardians of our planet's past and crucial partners for its future. They teach us about patience, about resilience, and about the interconnectedness of all living things. Their quiet strength offers a powerful, calming reminder of nature's enduring capacity to sustain life, a testament to the deep, restorative power that lies within the heart of the wild. The ancient forests, in their quiet stillness, are the Earth's enduring memory, holding the breath of ages within their silent, woody embrace. The caves reveal Earth's deep history. Beneath the surface of our world, hidden from the casual gaze, lie the silent cathedrals of Earth's past, caves. These subterranean spaces are not merely empty voids. They are geological archives, meticulously curated over eons, holding within their stony embrace the chronicles of our planet's long and complex story. When we speak of Earth's history, we often think of towering mountains, vast oceans, and the slow march of continents. But it is within the intimate, protected environments of caves that some of the most profound and detailed records are preserved. The very formation of these caverns is a testament to the patient, relentless power of natural forces. Over millennia, the slow percolation of water, often slightly acidic from dissolved carbon dioxide in the soil and atmosphere, dissolves soluble rock, most commonly limestone. This process, known as karstification, carves out intricate passages, vast chambers, and delicate formations. Each drip, each trickle, Each slow erosion contributes to a geological masterpiece that unfolds on timescales far beyond human comprehension. But it is what these caves preserve with an asterisk them that truly unlocks Earth's deep history. As water drips from the ceiling of a cave, it carries dissolved minerals. When this water evaporates or loses some of its dissolved carbon dioxide, it deposits these minerals, layer by painstaking layer. Over thousands, even millions of years, these deposits build up to form stalactites hanging from the ceiling and stalagmites rising from the floor. These seemingly inert formations are, in fact, dynamic records. Each layer, like the rings of a tree, can tell us about the climatic conditions of the past. Variations in the mineral composition, the presence of microscopic fossils, and even the growth rate can reveal information about rainfall patterns, temperature fluctuations, and the types of vegetation that existed on the surface above. Scientists can analyze these speleothems, as they are known, using techniques like mass spectrometry to reconstruct past environments with astonishing accuracy. Beyond the speleothems, caves often act as natural time capsules, preserving evidence of ancient life. The stable, protected environment within a cave can shield delicate organic materials from decay. Fossilized remains of extinct animals, from the giant cave bears of the Pleistocene epoch to the ancient hominids who sought shelter within these rocky walls, are often found remarkably intact. These discoveries provide invaluable insights into the evolution of life on Earth, allowing us to trace the lineage of species and understand how they adapted to changing environments. The very air trapped within ancient cave deposits can even hold clues about the atmospheric composition of the past, offering a window into the greenhouse gas levels and other atmospheric conditions that shaped our planet. Furthermore, caves offer a unique perspective on geological processes. The strata of rock exposed within cave walls can reveal fault lines, evidence of ancient earthquakes, and the slow, inexorable movement of tectonic plates. The presence of specific minerals or rock types can indicate ancient volcanic activity or the deposition of sediments from long-vanished seas. In essence, caves are three-dimensional maps of Earth's geological past, offering a tactile and visual understanding of the forces that have shaped our planet over billions of years. They are also the sites where some of the earliest evidence of human activity has been found, from primitive tools and cave paintings to the skeletal remains of our ancestors, offering a profound connection to our own evolutionary journey. The quiet stillness of a cave, the slow drip of water, the ancient mineral formations, all these elements combine to create a living museum, a testament to the enduring power and intricate history of our planet, a history whispered in stone and preserved in the deep, cool darkness. In the silent chambers, time itself is etched in stone, a gentle reminder of the vast, unfolding narrative of our world. The symbiosis between species is a delicate balance. Beneath the surface of our bustling world, a silent, intricate dance unfolds. It is the dance of symbiosis, a concept that reveals how life, in its myriad forms, often thrives not in isolation, but in deep, interconnected relationships. Symbiosis, derived from the Greek words syn, meaning together, and bios, meaning life, describes any type of a close and long-term biological interaction between two different biological organisms, be it mutualistic, commensalistic, or parasitic. But for our purposes today, we will focus on the profound beauty of these partnerships, the ways in which different species rely on each other for survival, growth, and prosperity, creating a tapestry of life far richer and more resilient than any single thread could be alone. Consider, for instance, the humble lichen, Often mistaken for a single organism, a lichen is in fact a composite entity, a partnership between a fungus and an alga or cyanobacterium. The fungus provides the structure, the protective outer layer, and absorbs water and minerals from the environment. In return, the alga or cyanobacterium, through photosynthesis, produces food, sugars that nourish both partners. This remarkable union allows lichens to colonize harsh environments where neither organism could survive independently: bare rock faces, windswept mountaintops, the frigid Arctic tundra. They are pioneers of life, testament to the power of collaboration, demonstrating that even in the most unforgiving landscapes, life finds a way through shared existence. Or think of the intricate relationship between flowering plants and their pollinators. Bees, butterflies, hummingbirds, and even bats are drawn to the vibrant colors, alluring scents, and sweet nectar of flowers. As they visit, they inadvertently transfer pollen from one flower to another, a vital step in the plant's reproductive cycle. Without these pollinators, many plant species would struggle to reproduce, impacting not only their own survival, but also the survival of countless other organisms that depend on them for food and shelter. The plant, in turn, provides the pollinator with sustenance, a vital energy source for their own life cycles. This is a perfect example of mutualism, a win-win scenario where both species benefit, a delicate balance of exchange that underpins entire ecosystems. Venture into the ocean's depths, and you'll find the anemone and the clownfish. The sea anemone, with its stinging tentacles, offers a safe haven for the clownfish, protecting it from predators. The clownfish, immune to the anemone's sting, cleans the anemone, removing parasites and debris, and its very presence may even deter certain anemone predators. It's a partnership built on trust and mutual benefit, a vibrant underwater ballet where one creature's defense becomes another's sanctuary, and one's cleanliness becomes another's shield. Even within our own bodies, symbiosis plays a crucial role. Our gut microbiome, the trillions of bacteria, fungi, and viruses that reside within our digestive system, are essential for our health. These microorganisms help us break down food, synthesize vitamins, and even train our immune systems. In return, they receive a stable environment and a constant supply of nutrients. Without this internal community, our ability to digest food and fight off disease would be severely compromised. It's a profound reminder that even our internal landscape is a complex ecosystem of symbiotic relationships. These partnerships are not always obvious or grand. They can be microscopic, unseen, yet utterly vital. The mycorrhizal fungi that associate with plant roots, extending their reach to absorb water and nutrients that the plant could not access alone, are a prime example. The plant, in turn, provides the fungi with sugars produced through photosynthesis. This hidden network beneath the soil is as critical to the health of a forest as the towering trees themselves. It is a silent, underground economy of exchange, a testament to the interconnectedness of life at its most fundamental level. The balance of these symbiotic relationships is often incredibly delicate. A disruption in one part of the chain can have cascading effects throughout an entire ecosystem. The decline of a specific pollinator can threaten the survival of certain plant species, which in turn can impact the herbivores that feed on those plants, and so on. This highlights the profound interconnectedness of all living things. We are not isolated entities, but rather integral parts of a vast, interwoven web of life. Understanding symbiosis helps us appreciate the fragility and resilience of nature, and the importance of maintaining these delicate balances for the health of our planet. It is a reminder that cooperation and mutual support are not just beneficial, but often essential for the continuation of life itself. This intricate dance of interdependence, this quiet collaboration between diverse species, is a fundamental principle woven into the very fabric of existence, a gentle reminder of our shared journey. The dawn chorus is nature's morning symphony. As the first slivers of light begin to paint the eastern horizon, a remarkable transformation unfolds across the natural world. It is a phenomenon so profound, so intricately orchestrated, that it has been recognized and revered by cultures for millennia. The dawn chorus. This is not merely the random chirping of birds. It is a complex, coordinated symphony, a daily biological concert that plays out across countless landscapes. The sheer scale and diversity of this event are astonishing. From the smallest warblers to the most resonant thrushes, a vast array of avian vocalists begin their performances. But why do they sing? And why specifically at dawn? The primary driver is territorial defense. For many bird species, the dawn hours are crucial for re-establishing and reinforcing their claim to a territory, a vital patch of land that provides food, shelter, and a safe place to nest. By singing loudly and persistently as the light returns, males announce their presence to rivals, warning them to stay away. This vocal display is also a critical part of mate attraction. A strong, clear song can signal a male's health, vigor, and genetic quality to potential mates who may be listening from nearby. The dawn chorus is, in essence, a grand advertisement of fitness and occupancy. The timing of this chorus is also deeply significant. The low light levels of pre-dawn make visual identification of rivals and mates difficult, placing a greater emphasis on auditory communication. Furthermore, the air at dawn is often still and cool, allowing sounds to travel further and with greater clarity, unhindered by the thermal turbulence that characterizes warmer parts of the day. This atmospheric stillness amplifies the reach and impact of each song. The energy expenditure of singing is considerable, and birds are often at their most vulnerable during this period, before they have had a chance to forage and refuel. Therefore, the dawn chorus represents a significant investment, a testament to its evolutionary importance. The complexity of the chorus is not just in the number of singers, but in the variety of their songs. Each species has its own unique repertoire, a distinct melody and rhythm that identifies it. Within species, there can be regional dialects and individual variations, making each song a unique expression. The study of bird song, known as ornithology, has revealed incredible insights into avian communication, learning, and social structures. Scientists have observed how young birds learn their songs by listening to adults, a process akin to human language acquisition. The dawn chorus also serves as a barometer of ecological health. A vibrant and diverse dawn chorus indicates a healthy ecosystem with a robust bird population, ample food sources, and suitable habitat. Conversely, a diminished or silent dawn chorus can be a warning sign of environmental degradation, habitat loss, or the presence of pollutants. The acoustic environment of the dawn chorus is a testament to the intricate web of life, a constant reminder that even in stillness, the world is alive with communication and purpose. It is a natural alarm clock, a daily renewal, a biological imperative that has shaped the soundscape of our planet for eons. The sheer volume of sound, the overlapping melodies, the individual calls weaving together into a grand, ephemeral tapestry, is a breathtaking display of life's persistent energy. It is a reminder that as the world awakens, so too does the ancient rhythm of existence, a symphony played out in feathered voices, a testament to the enduring power of nature's grand design. This daily performance, so often heard but perhaps not fully appreciated, underscores the interconnectedness of all living things, a vibrant declaration of life's persistence and beauty. It is a natural phenomenon that speaks to the very essence of renewal and the ceaseless pulse of the living world. And in this dawn's gentle awakening, we hear the earth's own song, a reminder that even the quietest moments are filled with the vibrant hum of life. The desert wind carves sculptures in sand. The desert, a vast canvas of seemingly endless sand, is in constant, quiet flux, shaped not by water, but by the persistent caress of the wind. This invisible sculptor, the desert wind, plays a crucial role in the formation and evolution of these arid landscapes. It is a force of nature that can be both gentle and immensely powerful, a testament to the subtle yet profound ways in which our planet is continuously reshaped. The process begins with the individual grains of sand, each a tiny, durable fragment of ancient rock, weathered and worn over millennia. When the wind blows, it picks up these lighter particles, lifting them and carrying them across the landscape. This movement is not random. It is governed by the topography, the density of the sand, and the strength and direction of the wind itself. Smaller, lighter grains are more easily suspended and transported, while larger, heavier grains tend to roll and bounce along the surface. This differential transport is what leads to the formation of distinct features. Dunes, perhaps the most iconic desert formations, are essentially hills of sand built by the wind. They are dynamic structures, constantly migrating and changing shape. The windward side of a dune, the side facing the wind, is typically a gentle slope where sand is deposited. The leeward side, the sheltered side, often has a steeper face called a slip face, where sand avalanches down as it accumulates. The shape of a dune is dictated by the prevailing wind direction and the amount of sand available. Crescent-shaped Barkhan dunes form when there is a limited supply of sand and the wind blows consistently from one direction. Linear dunes, long and parallel, can form in areas with more sand and winds that shift direction slightly. Star dunes, with multiple arms radiating from a central peak, are formed in areas with winds coming from many directions. Beyond dunes, the wind also sculpts the bedrock itself. In areas with exposed rock, the wind, armed with abrasive sand particles, acts like a natural sandblaster. This process, known as aeolian erosion, can carve intricate patterns, hollows, and arches into the rock over vast stretches of time. Ventifacts, rocks that have been shaped and polished by the wind-driven sand, are common finds in desert regions, bearing witness to the wind's relentless artistry. The sound of the wind in the desert is also a part of this sculpting process, a low hum or a mournful howl that can carry sand for miles, a constant reminder of its presence and its power. Even the seemingly barren expanses of sand are alive with the activity of the wind, a perpetual dance of deposition and erosion that creates a landscape of ever-changing beauty. This ceaseless work of the wind is a slow, deliberate process, a geological ballet that unfolds over eons, shaping not just the land, but influencing the very patterns of life that can survive in these challenging environments. The wind dictates where moisture might accumulate, where shade might be found, and where seeds might take root, creating microhabitats within the larger desert expanse. It is a powerful force, yes, but also a gentle sculptor, and its work is a profound meditation on the impermanence and beauty of our natural world. The desert wind, in its tireless journey, reminds us that even in the most seemingly static environments, there is a constant, quiet evolution at play, a ceaseless reshaping that is both awe-inspiring and deeply soothing to contemplate. It is a reminder that the world is always in motion, always becoming, and that even the most solid-seeming forms are subject to the gentle, persistent touch of time and the elements. The wind, in its quiet work, is a master of ephemeral art, creating and recreating beauty with every passing gust. The wind's patient hand sketches transient masterpieces upon the shifting sands, a timeless reminder of nature's quiet, artistic persistence. The rainforest canopy is a world above. Imagine a realm teeming with life, a vibrant, verdant ceiling far above the forest floor, a distinct ecosystem existing in its own right. This is the rainforest canopy, a layer of interlocking branches, leaves, and vines that creates a unique environment, a world unto itself, suspended between the earth and the sky. It's a place where sunlight, often scarce on the ground, is abundant, fueling an explosion of biodiversity. Here, life has adapted in extraordinary ways to thrive in this elevated, airy domain. The very structure of the canopy, with its varied levels of light penetration and humidity, supports an incredible array of species, from the smallest insects to the largest primates. Many animals, like sloths and monkeys, spend their entire lives here, never descending to the ground, their bodies perfectly evolved for arboreal existence. Epiphytes, plants that grow on other plants, such as orchids and bromeliads, flourish in this humid, sun-drenched environment, their roots dangling in the air, absorbing moisture and nutrients from the atmosphere. These aerial gardens create microhabitats, collecting rainwater and organic debris, providing homes and food for a multitude of smaller creatures, including frogs, insects, and even tiny mammals. The sheer density of life in the canopy is astonishing. It's a bustling metropolis of millions of organisms, each playing a role in the complex web of life. From the vibrant plumage of birds flitting through the leaves to the silent, watchful eyes of a jaguar perched on a high branch, the canopy is a theater of constant activity. The sounds of the rainforest are often loudest here: the chirping of insects, the calls of birds, the rustling of leaves as unseen creatures move through the foliage. This upper layer of the rainforest acts as a vital regulator of the global climate, absorbing vast amounts of carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen, a critical function that impacts the entire planet. The constant interplay of light, water, and life creates a dynamic, ever-changing environment. The leaves capture sunlight, transforming it into energy, and when they fall, they become food for the organisms below, completing a vital nutrient cycle. The intricate network of branches and vines provides pathways, highways for the canopy dwellers, allowing them to travel, forage, and escape predators. It's a testament to nature's ingenuity, a self-contained universe where life has found a way to reach for the sun, creating a breathtaking spectacle of evolution and adaptation. The sheer scale of this elevated world is humbling, a reminder of the vastness and complexity of the natural systems that sustain us. The canopy is not just a collection of trees. It is a living, breathing entity, a testament to the resilience and creativity of life itself. It is a place of constant discovery, where new species are still being found, and where the intricate relationships between organisms continue to unfold, a silent, majestic testament to the power of life reaching for the light. And so, the world above the forest floor whispers its existence, a reminder of the boundless ingenuity of life, reaching ever skyward. The rivers flow towards an eternal sea. Imagine, if you will, the ceaseless journey of a river, from its humble beginnings, perhaps as a delicate trickle born from melting snow high in the mountains, or a gentle spring bubbling from the earth's embrace. This water embarks on a grand, inexorable quest. It is a quest not of ambition, but of destiny, a fundamental pull towards something vaster, something eternal. This is the essence of the hydrological cycle, a magnificent, never-ending loop that connects every drop of water on our planet. And at the heart of this cycle lies the river, a liquid artery of the earth, perpetually flowing towards the boundless expanse of the ocean. The river's path is rarely a straight line. It carves through rock, meanders through valleys, and sculpts the very landscape it traverses. Each bend, each rapid, Each tranquil pool is a testament to the persistent, patient power of flowing water. It is a force that shapes continents over millennia, yet can be as gentle as a whisper against a smooth stone. Consider the immense energy contained within a powerful river, the kinetic force that can move boulders and shape canyons. This energy is not wasted. It is a vital component of Earth's systems, carrying sediments, nutrients, and life itself. As a river flows, it gathers tributaries, each adding its volume and character to the main stream. These smaller waterways, like individual thoughts coalescing into a grand idea, merge and strengthen the river's purpose. The water, once distinct in its mountain stream or forest brook, becomes unified, a collective entity moving with a shared direction. This process of convergence is a profound metaphor for connection and belonging, a reminder that even the most solitary beginnings can lead to a powerful, shared destiny. The journey of a river is also a journey through time. The water that flows past you today may have fallen as rain centuries ago, or perhaps was once locked away in a glacial ice sheet. It carries with it the stories of the lands it has touched, the minerals it has dissolved, the life it has sustained. It is a living archive, a liquid chronicle of Earth's history. The very composition of river water tells a tale of the rocks it has eroded, the soil it has passed through, and the atmospheric conditions it has experienced. The ultimate destination for most of Earth's rivers is the ocean. This vast, saline body of water, covering over 70% of our planet's surface, acts as a colossal reservoir, a seemingly infinite sink for the waters that have journeyed from every corner of the globe. The meeting of river and ocean is a moment of profound transition. The fresh, often clear water of the river mingles with the salty, deep waters of the sea. It is a dilution, a merging, a surrender of individual identity into something immeasurably larger. This is where the river's quest, in its earthly manifestation, finds its fulfillment. But this is not an end, but a continuation. The ocean, vast as it is not a static entity. It is a dynamic system, constantly interacting with the atmosphere, the land, and the life it contains. The water that has completed its riverine journey will, through evaporation, eventually rise back into the atmosphere to form clouds and begin the cycle anew. The river's flow into the sea is not a cessation of movement, but a transformation, a participation in a grander cosmic dance of water. The concept of an eternal sea speaks to this cyclical nature. It is not a sea that is unchanging, but one that is perpetually renewed, a constant presence that absorbs and releases, sustains and transforms. The river's contribution to this eternal sea is a fundamental act of giving, a vital thread in the tapestry of Earth's life support system. It is a reminder that all journeys, no matter how long or arduous, lead to a greater wholeness, a return to the source from which all things emerge. So, as you listen to the gentle sounds of this moment, consider the quiet persistence of water. Consider the river, a symbol of unwavering direction, of patient power, of a journey towards a boundless, eternal embrace. It is a flow that carries the essence of the land, a liquid narrative that whispers of connection, of transformation, and of a peace found in surrendering to something infinitely larger than oneself. The rivers, in their ceaseless flow, remind us that every individual path ultimately leads to a grand, unifying destination, a state of being where all waters, all journeys, are held in an eternal, peaceful continuity. The river's patient journey to the ocean mirrors our own seeking, a gentle surrender into the vast, eternal embrace of existence. The seasons turn with gentle precision. The turning of the earth, our celestial dance partner, is a magnificent display of cosmic choreography, a ballet of light and shadow that orchestrates the rhythm of life across our planet. It's not the tilt of the Earth's axis that directly causes the seasons, but rather the angle at which sunlight strikes different parts of our globe throughout its annual journey around the sun. Imagine our planet as a slightly tilted spinning top, forever tracing a gentle arc through the vastness of space. This tilt, a constant 23.5 degrees relative to its orbital plane, means that as the Earth orbits the Sun, one hemisphere will lean towards the Sun while the other leans away. When your hemisphere is tilted towards the Sun, it receives more direct rays of sunlight. These rays are more concentrated, delivering more energy and warmth, leading to the longer days and higher temperatures we associate with summer. The Sun appears higher in the sky, its path more arc-like, and its heat more potent. Conversely, when your hemisphere is tilted away from the Sun, the sunlight strikes at a more oblique angle. The same amount of solar energy is spread over a larger area, making it less intense. The days become shorter, the temperatures drop, and we experience the cooler, dimmer embrace of winter. This gradual shift in the angle of sunlight, this subtle change in intensity, is the fundamental engine driving the seasonal cycle. It's a process of exquisite balance, a testament to the predictable, yet endlessly fascinating, laws of physics governing our solar system. But the seasons are more than just a matter of temperature and daylight hours. They are profound biological and ecological events. The gentle precision of their arrival signals a cascade of changes throughout the natural world. In spring, as the Earth begins its tilt back towards the Sun, life awakens. Dormant seeds sprout, trees bud with fresh green, and migratory birds return to their ancestral nesting grounds, their songs filling the air. This renewal is a powerful surge of energy, a vibrant explosion of growth after the stillness of winter. Summer arrives, a time of abundance and maturity. Plants reach their full potential, fruits ripen, and the landscape teems with activity. The longer days provide ample time for foraging and growth, sustaining the diverse array of life that calls this season home. Then a subtle shift begins. As the Earth continues its orbit, the tilt gradually moves away from the Sun. Autumn, or fall, descends. The air grows crisp, the days shorten, and the vibrant greens of summer transform into a breathtaking tapestry of reds, oranges, and yellows as leaves change color before their eventual descent. This is a period of preparation, a time for the natural world to gather resources and conserve energy before the coming chill. Finally, winter arrives, a time of rest and introspection. Snow blankets the land in many regions, muffling sounds and creating a serene, quiet beauty. Life slows down. Many animals hibernate or adapt to the harsh conditions, and the Earth seems to pause, gathering strength for the cycle to begin anew. This intricate interplay between Earth's tilt, its orbit, and the resulting variations in solar radiation is a testament to the elegant, underlying order of the cosmos. It's a constant, gentle reminder that even in moments of stillness, profound change is always in motion, a silent promise of renewal. The turning of the seasons is the Earth's quiet breath, a slow, consistent rhythm that cradles all life. The deepest ocean trenches hold extreme life. Imagine a place so profoundly dark, so crushingly immense, that the very concept of pressure becomes a physical force, a constant, unyielding embrace. These are the Hadal zones, the deepest trenches of our oceans, places like the Mariana Trench, descending more than 7 miles below the surface. Here, sunlight is a forgotten memory, and the weight of the water column above would instantly obliterate any terrestrial creature. Yet life, in its astonishing resilience and boundless creativity, not only persists but thrives. These are not barren wastelands, but vibrant, albeit alien, ecosystems. The creatures that inhabit these depths have evolved in ways that seem almost fantastical, pushing the boundaries of what we understand as life. Consider the snailfish, a creature that, despite its delicate appearance, holds the record for the deepest living vertebrate. Species like Pseudolaparus swirei asterisk have been observed at depths exceeding 8,000 meters. Their bodies are almost gelatinous, lacking the swim bladders that most fish use for buoyancy, as the extreme pressure would cause them to collapse. Instead, they possess specialized proteins and molecules that stabilize their cellular structures, preventing them from being crushed. Their bones are often reduced or cartilaginous, offering flexibility rather than rigidity. Their eyes are typically small or absent, as vision is useless in the perpetual darkness. Instead, they rely on an acute sense of smell and the detection of vibrations to navigate their environment and find food, often scavenging on the organic matter that drifts down from the sunlit layers above, a phenomenon known as marine snow. Then there are the amphipods, small, shrimp-like crustaceans that are incredibly abundant in the trenches. These scavengers play a crucial role in the hadal food web, consuming carcasses and detritus. Some species, like Hierndalea gigas asterisk, have been found to be exceptionally tolerant of extreme pressure and can even digest plastic debris, a somber testament to human impact even in the most remote corners of our planet. Their ability to survive and even proliferate in such environments speaks to a remarkable adaptability. The microbial life in the trenches is equally extraordinary. Bacteria and archaea, the ancient architects of life, form the base of many of these deep-sea food webs. They metabolize the scant organic matter that descends, or in some cases, they derive energy from chemical reactions occurring within the Earth's crust, a process known as chemosynthesis. These extremophiles, as they are known, can withstand temperatures, pressures, and chemical conditions that would be lethal to most other forms of life. They are living proof that life can find a foothold in the most inhospitable of circumstances, often in ways that challenge our very definitions of what is possible. The adaptations seen in these deep-sea inhabitants are a testament to the power of natural selection operating over eons in an environment of extreme and consistent challenge. They have developed unique biochemical strategies, specialized sensory organs, and novel physiological mechanisms to cope with the darkness, the cold, and the immense pressure. Some have developed specialized enzymes that function optimally under high pressure, preventing their molecular machinery from denaturing. Others have evolved to excrete waste products in ways that conserve precious water and energy. Studying these extreme environments and their inhabitants not only expands our knowledge of biodiversity, but also offers profound insights into the fundamental limits of life itself. It prompts us to reconsider our assumptions about the conditions necessary for life to arise and persist, and it fuels our imagination about the possibility of life on other planets, in subsurface oceans, or in environments we currently deem too harsh. The hadal zones, once thought to be devoid of life, are now understood as dynamic and complex ecosystems, each a unique chapter in the grand, unfolding story of life on Earth. They are a humbling reminder of the vastness of our planet's unexplored frontiers and the incredible ingenuity of nature. Even in the deepest, darkest trenches, life finds a way, a silent, persistent whisper against the crushing weight of the world. The sleep of animals is essential for survival. Sleep for the creatures that share our planet is not a mere luxury, but a fundamental pillar of existence, as vital as the air they breathe or the sustenance they seek. It is a profound biological imperative, woven into the very fabric of their physiology and behavior, a silent partner in the grand dance of life. Across the vast spectrum of the animal kingdom, from the smallest insect to the largest whale, the need for rest is a universal truth, a testament to the intricate wisdom of evolution. This period of reduced consciousness and metabolic activity serves a multitude of critical functions, each contributing to the organism's ability to thrive, to reproduce, and to persist in the often challenging environments they inhabit. At its most basic level, sleep allows for the restoration and repair of the body. During wakefulness, our cells and tissues endure constant wear and tear. Sleep provides the crucial downtime for cellular regeneration, for the mending of microscopic damage, and for the replenishment of energy stores. Muscles relax, allowing for the repair of microtears sustained during activity. Neurotransmitters, the chemical messengers of the brain, are rebalanced, ensuring optimal cognitive function. Hormones essential for growth, metabolism, and immune response are released in a carefully orchestrated rhythm, primarily during sleep. Without this nightly or daily, depending on the species, restorative process, animals would quickly succumb to exhaustion, their bodies unable to cope with the demands of survival. Beyond physical repair, sleep plays an indispensable role in cognitive function and memory consolidation. While an animal slumbers, its brain is far from inactive. Instead, it is engaged in a complex process of sorting, processing, and storing information gathered during its waking hours. This is particularly evident in species that exhibit learning and complex behaviors. During sleep, neural pathways are strengthened, and newly acquired knowledge is integrated into existing memory frameworks. This allows animals to learn from their experiences, to adapt to changing circumstances, and to develop the skills necessary for foraging, avoiding predators, and navigating their territories. For creatures that rely on intricate social structures or complex hunting strategies, the ability to learn and remember is paramount, and sleep is the silent architect of this cognitive prowess. The immune system also benefits profoundly from adequate sleep. During sleep, the body produces and releases cytokines, proteins that are crucial for fighting inflammation and infection. A well-rested animal possesses a more robust immune response, better equipped to ward off pathogens and recover from illness. Conversely, chronic sleep deprivation weakens the immune system, leaving animals more vulnerable to disease and parasites. In the wild, where exposure to environmental hazards and potential infections is constant, a strong immune defense is not a matter of comfort, but of life and death. Furthermore, sleep is intricately linked to energy conservation. For many animals, particularly those in harsh or resource-scarce environments, maintaining energy balance is a constant challenge. Sleep provides an opportunity to significantly reduce metabolic rate and energy expenditure. By entering a state of reduced activity and lowered body temperature, animals can conserve precious calories that would otherwise be burned through constant movement and vigilance. This is especially important for smaller animals with higher metabolisms, or for species that endure long periods of food scarcity, such as hibernating mammals. The patterns and duration of sleep vary dramatically across the animal kingdom, reflecting the diverse evolutionary pressures and ecological niches that each species occupies. Nocturnal animals, for instance, sleep during the day, conserving energy and avoiding the heat of the sun, while diurnal animals rest at night. Predators often adopt shorter, more fragmented sleep patterns, allowing them to remain alert for opportunities to hunt and to quickly react to threats. Prey animals, on the other hand, may require longer, deeper sleep, but often evolve sophisticated vigilance strategies, with some individuals remaining partially awake to act as sentinels for the group. Some marine mammals, like dolphins and whales, have evolved a remarkable form of unihemispheric sleep, where one half of the brain sleeps while the other remains awake, allowing them to continue swimming and surfacing for air. Even insects exhibit distinct sleep-like states, demonstrating the deep evolutionary roots of this essential behavior. The consequences of sleep deprivation in animals are as dire as they are in humans. Beyond the immediate effects of fatigue and impaired cognitive function, chronic lack of sleep can lead to a cascade of negative health outcomes, including weakened immunity, hormonal imbalances, and increased susceptibility to stress-related illnesses. In extreme cases, prolonged sleep deprivation can be fatal. This underscores the fundamental importance of sleep as a non-negotiable biological requirement for all living creatures. In essence, sleep is a silent, yet powerful force that underpins the health, resilience, and continuity of life on Earth. It is a period of profound vulnerability, yet it is precisely within this vulnerability that the strength to face another day is forged. It is a testament to the elegant efficiency of natural design, a reminder that even in stillness, life is actively engaged in the vital work of renewal and preservation. The quiet surrender to slumber is nature's profound affirmation of existence, a gentle pause that allows life to gather its strength for the unfolding dawn. Our calm exploration has covered the profound and the minuscule, the silent and the spectacular, weaving together a tapestry of the natural world designed to soothe and to wonder. We have journeyed from the ancient secrets whispered by the ocean's depth to the slow, majestic dance of mountains shaping our very continents. We've marveled at the hidden networks of fungi beneath our feet, the silent language of trees connecting vast forests, and the surprising blooms of life in the most arid deserts. We've traced the perpetual journey of water, witnessed the cosmic ballet of stars igniting and fading, and felt the gentle pull of the moon guiding the tides. Tonight, we have reviewed the principles of nature's resilience, its intricate balances, and its quiet persistence. We've seen how tiny organisms build entire ecosystems, how insects navigate with invisible maps, and how the Earth breathes through volcanic vents. We've considered the profound mystery of the deep sea, a realm of unseen wonders, and the extraordinary camouflage of the Arctic fox. We've contemplated the vibrant cities of coral reefs, the marvel of bird migrations, and the promise held within a tiny seed. We have acknowledged the sculpting power of ice ages, the ethereal beauty of the aurora borealis, and the life that thrives in the deepest ocean trenches. And as we reflect on these wonders, from the Earth's protective magnetic field to the ancient forests storing carbon, from the caves revealing deep history to the delicate balance of symbiosis, we can feel a profound connection to the grander scheme of existence. The dawn chorus, the wind carving sculptures in sand, the world above the rainforest canopy, the rivers flowing towards an eternal sea, the gentle turning of the seasons. All these are echoes of a universal rhythm that embraces us. Even the sleep of animals, so essential for survival, reminds us of our own fundamental need for rest and rejuvenation. This vast, intricate, and endlessly fascinating natural world is a testament to processes far larger and slower than our daily concerns. It is a reminder that we are part of something immense, something ancient, something deeply peaceful. Let the quiet understanding of these phenomena wash over you like a gentle tide. Let the perspective gained from these vast cycles and hidden marvels dissolve the tensions of the day. It is time to rest now. The wonders of the world will continue their silent, majestic unfolding, whether you are awake to witness them or not. Your task is simply to allow yourself to drift, to surrender to the quiet embrace of the night. Sleep well. Good night. It is time to rest now. If you happen to still be awake, you can drift into the next chapter now, continuing your journey through the quiet marvels of our universe.